Hey guys, it's me, Liv, and I am bringing you my latest card for this month's Not Too Shabby September Kit of the Month. So I'm using both the Autumn Vibes and the Welcome Fall in this card. So what I'm first going to do is actually do some collaging with the larger stamps in the Autumn Vibes. So I'm using both of the jackets as well as the stamp for the feet that you see here. And I'm taking out some of my Gina K small mini pads that I have. Again, trying to stay in the fall theme colors, so I'm picking out different reds, purples, greens, and oranges here. The base color of this is not really going to matter because I'm going to end up actually doing some paper piecing here, which is different than fussy cutting or anything. It's actually where I'm going to cover it with a different pattern on top. So this is really just to create this base. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly go through all of my stamp. I'm then going to use some of the different leaves in the two sets, as well as some of the word sentiments for this. Now, from what I remember from the Not Too Shabby shop, this monthly card kit does contain two different stamp sets, papers, ephemera, and it actually comes with a really cool stencil as well, created by my own design team member, Call Me Crafty Al. So be sure to go check out if we have any boxes left, and if we don't, we each month, Jamie, from the owner of Not Too Shabby Shop, does have a card kit that comes out and has all these fantastic elements. So if this is something that you're interested in, be sure to sign up to become a monthly subscriber. So once I have all this, I'm actually going to move on to doing a technique in which I am using another piece of paper in the middle of it in order to do like an edging to it. Now that I have this all stamped up, I'm going to go ahead and just put this right here in the middle using the same exact inks that I used before. So sticking with the orange, the green, red, and this plum type of purple color here. So once I have that all set, I'm then going to go ahead and incorporate the stencil that came with this kit and place it on top. Now this allows this very subtle pattern to come out along this edging that you see. So it wasn't meant to be a huge element here, but I just wanted to come out just a little bit. It brings together what I'm going to do with the center of the card onto the exterior of this card. So like you see, oranges, greens, reds, and going all along the sides. And that's kind of that subtle effect that I was talking about. So now I'm going to be actually moving on and cleaning off my brushes. And as I was doing that, I'm both blending in the middle and cleaning at the same time, because what I decided to do with the paper that was left over was to go ahead and use it for the fussy cut aspect of it. So now that my brushes are pretty much all cleaned off, I'm going to be grabbing over to my stencil again and taking out that deep plum color that I was mentioning earlier, just to start doing that. First, I'm going to angle my stencil one way, and then I'm going to shift it so that I can get a kind of type of crisscross pattern here on this stencil. I'll stay using that same plum color, and I'm not looking for it to be exact, because the reality is you're not going to see it as well once I start doing the fussy cutting. It's just going to add like a dimension of texture to it. Now that I have that set, I'm actually going to go in with just a couple of little other colors, some greens, some reds, just to give it some different pattern. And then I'm going to take my red along the edge and distress it a bit. Finally, I'm going to put it back into my Misty stamp and start stamping away. Because this is only going to be the outline, I'm using this dark brown color from Versaclear, because I feel like it will just go ahead and give that nice edging, as the focus of this is really going to be on using it as a paper fussy cut type thing. Once I have it all trimmed out, then I'm going to go ahead and move on to gluing it down. Now, I meant to actually keep that nice white border. I think it just makes the entire card pop really well. And by using the outlines that I had already created in this collage effect for this card base, it really helps to follow the lines along as I need to and add the color variation where I want against the white. So now that I have all the elements glued down, this card front is just a tad bit smaller than your regular A2 size card. A regular A2 size is usually 4 1/4 by 5.5. So then I'm going to go ahead and mount this onto a craft cardstock because the brown will help pull it all together here. And then once I have that, I will mount it onto the base of a craft card base. And now my card is all done. I hope you guys enjoyed this really simple one-layer type style card that you can create, and with all of the fantastic products from the Not Too Shabby Shop. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.